Hello, today we're going to change a sprinkler or irrigation time switch. This one here happens to be over a quarter century old, and finally, it's burnt. I could repair it as I usually do, but I've done it before and tired of wasting time. This thing here is just a little over $100 if I recall. So today I'm going to replace it. I happen to buy this one here. Okay, this is the model number, but they have several depending on what you need or not, whether you want a rain sensor, meaning if it's rain and that it's still wet and it expands, then it'll turn it off, or actually once it gets to the time that you want it to come on, say 2 o'clock in the morning, it won't come on because of course it rained, and that's the way you can tell that it doesn't, the sprinklers don't need to come on. So here we go. Of course, every time you're working with electricity, you want to go ahead and turn it off. So at the source where you're working at, there is no power. In this case, looks like these people write worse than doctors and pharmacists. Looks like that sprinkler pump number 12. So you look here, number 12, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now. After turning off the power, I loosen these two screws. One there, and there you could access the electrical, but since I'm putting a whole new one, taking everything out, so of course loosen this and this one. Then as you loosen this, the whole unit should come out. Always good to take a picture once you see stuff like this, in case you remember as you're putting it back. So we can see here, these here for the rain switch. Okay, those go into the yellows, and then of course see where it goes. In this case, it should be exactly the same. Maybe the color of the wires have changed over time. This one, it's not in use. That one is not in use. These two that come from inside the wall, oops, these two here, where they go. So make sure you, and the ones that go to the pump. Okay, I was going to just use this and replace the door and put this in here, but it's not going to work out. So I'm going to have to remove these, which are a pain in the butt, because those are nails into the concrete. I see one there, and one on the bottom. Also, the way this is, that hinge will not work here because of this thing here in the middle. So now in my case, unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove the case. Again, pay close attention before moving on when you're disconnecting wires. So you see got these two here that come from inside, so it probably goes to the breaker box, and then these that go in here, the ground, and the other two red ones, if you look, are going to the pump. And then the thin ones that look like speaker wire right there, those, if you follow them, you'll see they come up here to the rain sensor. Okay, and once you open it up, again, since it's very, very similar, you will see you have even though they're both black here, they're marked, which is a good thing. Line 1 is the first one, load 1 is the second one, and then the two red, neutral or line 2, and that's the other one, neutral or load 2. And again, I know I repeat myself a lot, but very important, you want to check before you start doing all this, make sure your power is completely off. Okay, in order to remove that, if you have the same thing, remember looking up, lefty loosey, righty tighty, or righty tighty, lefty loosey. So in this case, you could just tap it there with a screwdriver and it should start off to be unscrewed. If you did something different, let me and others know. This is how I removed the nails. This one, the plastic just completely broke off, but it won't be flush for me to put the new unit on. And sorry about my neighbor's dogs. Now, depending on how your original was, as you look at it, let's say left or right, the wiring, then what you do is just put a screwdriver right here and put it, I would say, against the concrete, this right here, of course, and then gently tap it, and this will, as you can see, easily come out. Okay, unfortunately, this is smaller than this one, so everything is not going to work out. This one, it went in through here. Oh, you can still see it there. Okay, but on here it won't work, so I'll have to have them come in through the bottom. And since this won't be inside the box, I'm going to go ahead and put some caulk or something in there so no water goes in there. Okay, actually this works better. Okay, unfortunately here it's getting dark and this video is becoming a lot longer than it should have been. Next, it's really easy. You have your line 1, your load 1, which would connect to these here, or if these are long enough, you could just connect them here directly. And then you have these two here, the two red ones, which really don't matter in this case. Connect one to one, one to the other, and of course make sure you connect the green wire to the ground there. And that's it for as far as connection. Tomorrow morning or hopefully early afternoon, we'll try to make a video how to actually set it up, because even though it didn't bring instructions for this, strangely it brought instructions for how to do the different types of setup depending on how many sections you have. I happen to have 4 on this one. If this video helped you in any way, please click like so others can also find it. If you found something different worked better than what I did here, please let us know in the comments, not just to help me, I'll be done, but those that come behind you, you know, and any tip, any trick that you found, please make sure and write on the comments. The same as, of course, questions. We'll try to answer them all. And with that, I'll sign up, of course, as always, for the channel, for all types of repairs, from AC to pumps, to the pump here, the air conditioning, the pool pump, filter, Harley Davidson I have, still have the Nissan, Challenger 392, Ford F-150 Wrangler 2018, the last model, the JKU, and Toyota 4Runner TRD Plus. Patriot Marine signing out.